All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh. Let's round up the toy news this week. Got some good stuff today, dude. I don't know how much you've seen of this, but I'm excited to share all this as well as share with everybody else. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome. Happy Saturday morning. Enjoy the show. Let's go ahead and jump in. Four Horsemen Studios did a little bit of a teaser. They were kind of build this up. We're going to do a full breakdown on what they're doing here later. So keep an eye out for that video, of course. But they're calling it the Mysteries of Mythos. And again, stay tuned for our episode, full breakdown on what this is. It's a mystery, so we're going to keep it a mystery ourselves. Josh, initial take. You like this? Yes, no? Or are you going to save your take for later?
Maybe good, maybe shit.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Okay, cool. All right, let's jump into it then. Transformers. Now, I haven't really been keeping up on Transformers, but they dropped a trailer for a new movie, Transformers 1. Have you heard about it?
Of course, I love my Transformers.
Okay.
I cannot, ever since my Michael Bay, I cannot resist Transformers.
Okay, fair enough. Did you watch the trailer? I know you're kind of a no trailer guy, so.
No trailer guy, but I did see the image, and it's like everything that I kind of hoped for in the Transformers property.
Okay. Transformers 1. It's animated, totally fine with that. But you're getting Orion Pax, not Megatron. You're getting I can't remember, D16, D19, Megatron, Alita, and Bumblebee. And here's the cast, just to kind of run it down we got Scarlett Johansson playing Alita 1, Chris Hemsworth, Orion Pax, Steve Buscemi's in it. I'm here for it. John Hamm's in it. Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Keegan-Michael Keel's going to be playing Bumblebee, and Brian Tyree Henry, Paperboy himself, Paperboy, is out here playing D16. So yeah, as we said, this is like before they were Megatron, before they were Optimus Prime. This is back when they were in the mines, dude.
Yeah. And on All-Star cast, I was not aware of the cast. The cast is insane. I love that Steve Buscemi did it because he was RC. He was RC in the Bay.
Oh yeah, he was.
So, and I feel like his voice lends itself really well to robotic characters, like silly guys like that. Like a funny guy. And I honestly think, for some reason, I'm more leaning towards, like, especially with these licenses, like my Star Wars, TMNT, Transformers, that animated is the way to go. One, because you can do more. I feel like you can do more things than in live action, just because the limitations of live action and the limitations of just, I think, to be honest, stuck up and prissy actors, I think, for the most part. I do think, that's a big part of it. Whereas when it's just like animation, it's just artists, and it's just
voice actors.
And if the voice actors quit, fat luck, we can get a new one, and it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not gonna derail the franchise, like where you have a live action series,
right? Where there's a face attached to it. I did watch the trailer. So I'm a trailer guy, I guess. I don't know. But so the vibes I got it, dude, are just perfect vibes. Very Guardians of the Galaxy, so like a funny team up, but like still like, has a heart and can get serious. So very Guardians of the Galaxy like. That's just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure people have different points of references, but that's what I got from it. And again, dude, you should be hyped. I mean, you probably are hyped, because remember when they announced the Orion Pax and Megatron 2-pack where they were still miners?
Exactly,
right? And we're just like, just give us that story.
Yeah, and not only that, it's like, this is what I asked for. Like, when we got that Cybertronian scene in the original Bumblebee movie, I was like, I don't want humans in my Transformers movie. I don't want humans in my Godzilla movie. I don't want humans in any of my movies that have to do with big robots and monsters. If you have a big robot or monsters, I want it to be about them. And so this is a dream come true for me. This is, for me, is my dream Transformers project, man.
Yeah, and it's so cool that it's like going to theaters September of this year. Like, it's a full movie. Again, A-list cast here, really solid voice actors. I love Brian Tyree Henry. He's so good. And to have him Megatron, I think that just confirms a couple of things of who Megatron actually is. But this is super exciting. But let's bring it back to toy news. They are doing a Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Transformers Optimus Prime here. This is a $25.99, and it's going to be the Prime version of him. So it's not Orion Pax, but it is just kind of a tie-in with the movie. Get the toy out there. But here it is.
So this is supposed to be with the movie. This is part of the movie.
This is the Optimus Prime movie version from Transformers 1. Excuse me. It is a more cartoony. It is an animated film.
It looks weird. I'll be honest. I don't like the look of this thing, and honestly, even the colors look off to me. Like I don't like. You know what?
Faded plastic.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. You got nailed on the head. Like for me, like one of the biggest thing, and anybody in the Transformers community, you know that with like humidity and sunlight, Transformers start to yellow, especially the white and gray plastic will start to yellow. And this gray looks like it's pre-yellowed. I guess they're making it yellow-proof.
Pre-yellowed from the Transformers team. You get these fresh off the sun here.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about the gray. I don't like that gray color.
I get you. No, I get it. But again, just more of the movie. We'll have to see more of it and see what other characters they also produce. And come out of that line, because I'm excited to get the whole crew on, like especially like the Orion Pax D16 versions of Optimus and Megatron.
And honestly, I don't know. I actually don't even like the silhouette of this Prime. To me, it looks. And that could just be the actual movie's fault, right? But True. I don't like the silhouette of this. Like to me, the Prime's torso should be longer. I feel like it's too smashed together. Where his chest plate is literally at his pelvis.
Yeah, it's pretty low. They do like gain the ability to transform in the movie, so maybe that has to do something with it.
Yeah, and the good thing about this is like, you know, they're probably setting up for multiple movie franchise. So like they're starting it, you know, as like Optimus and Orion, right, as like brothers, and then they're gonna launch it into the Fallout. That's what they plan to do, right?
That'd be cool, like a good segue into G1 Transformers.
Sure, yeah, kind of like what Planet of the Apes did, right? I think that's what kind of this is gonna be. This is what this is gonna be. So we're not gonna be stuck with these designs forever, because there's gonna be some big changes, you know.
And there will, like eventually, the end goal being like that more of a classic Optimus silhouette.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm excited for Transformers 1. Cool to get some figures out as well for everybody. All right, let's jump over to Marvel Legends. They had a little bit of a fan stream there. They are celebrating 85 years of Marvel. It feels like they're always celebrating something in these years. You know, it's like
got him.
Avengers this, X-Men that. 85 years of Marvel. Why not?
50 years of Wolverine, 50 years of Hulk, everything.
Yeah, exactly. But first up here is a Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch, for $50. And this Ghost Rider is cool. And I love that he comes with the bike as well. It's not Johnny Blaze, but that's fine, man. I don't have a Ghost Rider. And I almost was tempted to pick up the retro carded Ghost Rider. But now this one's here and it comes with a bike. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, carry slide, nice. I like the look of this bike. It's definitely got its own unique look. And we've gotten the original Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, the Cosmic, and now this, you know, like I don't want them to go back and revisit a bike that we've gotten not only with Ghost Rider, but with like Wolverine and other characters like that, you know?
Right.
So I'm excited that they're doing another version of the bike and another version of Ghost Rider.
I mean, we almost would have had an Engine of Vengeance too, right?
I wish. It was sick. It was sick, to be honest.
No, just go over to Robin Toys, pick up their car, cheaper, and it comes with all the flame effects.
Yeah, make your own.
Yeah, shout out Robin Toys there. But yeah, no, this looks good. It's a very good Ghost Rider. I love the different hues and blacks and grays that we're getting there, and the lighter skull too. Like it's a more of a bleached skull, I think.
I will say though, I don't like the hairline on this guy. I think straight up. I don't know how else to describe it. I think his hairline is really bad. And that could be comic accurate. I just don't like how it recedes so much in the corner.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
And it's like, yeah.
Maybe that's just Danny Ketch's hairline.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Next up, though, we are getting a 2-pack. We are getting Iron Fist and Luke Cage 2-pack, and $50 for these two friends here, and they look good, dude. This Danny Rand especially, dude. This has the best articulation, right? The SpiderMan articulation that we love here. The I can't remember like the torso, but also the
double diaphragm, butterfly toe joint, everything you need, double elbows, knees. The one good thing is that I like the collar. I've always liked the look of Iron Fist with that collar, and this is the first time we've ever gotten an iteration of Iron Fist with that collar from Marvel Legends.
A big collar, yeah. So it's really, really cool, man. We're getting some defenders here, and yeah, I'm excited to get that Danny just because that articulation. It's gonna post so well. I mean, right here, you can get that beautiful crouch, dude. Love it.
Yeah, and the Luke Cage is kind of so. I just feel like we've kind of gotten already so many yellow shirted, blue jean Luke Cages. It's definitely an improvement, but it's just so similar, I think, to the other releases that Legends has done that, you know, it's kind of like whatever. I'm more excited for the Iron Fist.
Iron Fist definitely is the standout here. He does have the cutaway for the butterflies on him, which is good.
Yeah, that's definitely an improvement from previous, because the previous ones were kind of on like the nuke body where it was just like a solid chunk.
Yeah. So just again, they're iterating, right? They're creating some changes here and there, but solid 2-pack. I think solid 2-pack. Danny is definitely the standout. All right. Next up, we're getting Warbird. They're calling her Warbird, but it's just a Captain Marvel here. It's Miss Marvel. The reasoning behind her name is like comic, where she like gets hit with some sun or loses her power, so she becomes Warbird. Doesn't matter. This is a beautiful comic accurate Carol Danvers here. Dude. This Miss Marvel is just so like just iconic. This is like her base, the look you want her in if you were going to collect a classic Avengers. You know, I love this one.
Yeah, and I think also too, just from like, you know, where we mentioned like, oh, we want updated figures.
Oh yeah.
With that Luke Cage, yes, it's updated, but I feel like it's so recent. This to me is what Legends teams needs to do, because we've gotten this Warbird figure long time ago, like literally the probably the first, I would say probably 3 years that when Legends went back to Hasbro from Droids.
Okay.
So like, this is definitely like what I like to see, where it's an updated figure, but a necessary updated figure. Like it's not like last 5 years update. It's like
right.
10 years ago updated.
Yeah. And it's beautiful, dude. Again, that double, the diaphragm and the rocker, with the butterflies on a female, the double, the pinless, the thigh swivel, the thigh cut, and yeah, dude, they knocked it out of the park with this figure.
The butterfly works so well with like the paint
outfit,
of her. Yeah. I can't remember. Did the Mystique, the VHS Mystique, did it have butterflies?
I honestly can't remember.
I feel like it didn't.
Her up in a while.
I feel like it didn't.
I don't think it did.
I was just thinking like they need to now update the Mystique and have like on this mold to have the butterflies.
Yeah. And again, this is a solid mold for females. I hope this is, starts to trickle out to more and more females, because just that beautiful articulation. Shout out to Ray Pass. He was kind of saying like, unless a figure has that high level of articulation, it's going to be harder and harder to compete in the current toy community, in the toy world right now. And so cool that Marvel is kind of stepping up their game, and they'll get more of these figures out.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think they have to, just because so many people have been collecting Legends for so long, and I feel like all these characters we've seen in Iron Fist, Luke Cage, this Warbird, we've all gotten a figure that's either exactly like it or fairly close to it. And so collectors are like less inclined, because there's no longer that newness factor. There's no longer that like, oh my gosh, I don't have this in my collection. It's like, it's an upgrade. And unless it's a big enough upgrade,
a good one, yeah,
it's not going to work for at least a lot of the majority of the collectors that have been collecting for a while now.
I agree. All right, but there's that Warbird there. And last up here, we are getting Scar. They teased Scar with his knife. A couple of friends called it their Scar Son of Hulk for 40. Carol is 25. She'll be 25. But Scar will be 40. He's a little bit bigger boy, and he's the Son of Hulk. He's not from the She-Hulk television show. This is from World War Hulk.
No, dude, that was when he had his man bun. Those little bro Hulk.
That was little bro Hogan.
Now, and this is sick, because like just like with all the other Legends, this is what I'm most excited for, because this is something we've never gotten iteration of from Hasbro Marvel Legends.
True.
This is what I'm all about, and so
new character for
sure, and I think it works well because he, like what you said, what you mentioned with his appearance in the She-Hulk show.
Yeah, so he's coming cool. He comes with some different hair sculpts, different weapons. I think worth the 40 there. I honestly think worth the 40 for sure.
I know, and honestly, that picture with the sword like this with the hair like that, repaint that, looks like Conan, dude.
Some Conan, some
with
Frank Frazetta.
Yeah,
Frazetta girls. Yeah, this does look good. Yeah, it does look good. All right, we're not done yet though. Next up, we're getting a Superior Spider-Man, 85th anniversary edition for $29.99. It's $30 because it does come with the extra arms. Now, this is Superior Spider-Man. This is when Doc Ock swapped minds with Peter Parker and became Spider-Man for a while.
Yeah, I think it's one of the coolest stories, and I think one of the coolest suits too. I love the really reflective lenses that he has. and the black and red look so well together. And honestly, the price point is actually really good because when the original Iron Spider, the gold and red version came out, that one actually retailed for $33.99. And so good to see kind of they like realize like, all right, they're just introducing kind of extra limbs here. Let's like pull it back a bit. And so $30 is a good number, I think. Because it was kind of getting weird. We're like, it's nice to have those round numbers like 30, 35, 40. When it's like 32, 33, it almost seems like you're just trying to chip away every dollar you get.
Right. Like what's the most amount of money we can get?
And they're like doing I even did like a post on our channel. It was like they were like Target was soliciting figures now for $25.49. I was like, what is this, guys? We're penny pinching now.
50 cents,
yeah, 49 cents. Get out of here.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, this looks great. We're getting toe articulation on these Spideys. Hopefully, that's a new standard for Marvel Legends because I feel like a lot of them are coming with them. It does come with the hip like rotation, so it doesn't have the like renew your vows body mold, but that's okay. It does look good, dude. I do love the arms. I love that it's also 4 instead of the 3 Waldos that we got with the Iron Spider.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what's also crazy, dude. This was cheaper to come with 4 of them. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
This honestly, I don't know. I feel like I like this one better than the classic orange and the yellow and red Iron Spider, the golden red one.
I'm kind of leaning that way too. Not only because of story, but also because like you get 4. It's just an even number.
And it's 8 because it's supposed to be 8 like a spider,
Right. Well, 8 like Doc Ock.
Yeah, 8 like sure if you want to do Doc Ock.
All right, but yeah, no, this does look good there. All right, next up, we're getting a Wolverine. That's right, I said Wolverine. The year of Wolverine is not over. $25 here for this Wolverine, and this is the Astonishing X-Men. So they've now given us Cyclops from Astonishing, Emma Frost, Wolvie. Give me that cat beast. I need that cat beast.
The cat beast, and also give me the kitty. Give me also cat too.
Yeah, Kitty.
I want Kitty.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
She was so good in that comic. I loved her in that comic. No, I'm so excited for this Astonishing. I just love the look, like something about it, like the little ears and the boots. Everything's like tinier, because usually like the gym leads like huge spikes, and everything's just toned down a bit, and it just makes it honestly look more like a Wolverine. And that face sculpt,
dude,
insane.
They did a really good job on that for sure. And now this is also an updated Wolverine book. So pinless, the butterflies there, the tighter little cowl things. It is a newer version of that Wolverine. And again, he comes with the top diaphragm right under the rib cage, as well as the forward rocker there, dude. I mean, I love it. I love this, dude. And Astonishing is such a good story.
Yeah, I love it and hate it because I was just saying like, oh man, I kind of want to pull away from Hasbro, but dude, Legends is like going on another level. I feel like they've kind of set themselves like a new standard for themselves. Like they're trying to update articulation to the max. The pinless bodies. Just all these new updated molds that we have now, like with all those Spider-Mans, the female ones we showed off, new Wolverine mold. They're just going off lately, and it's it's hard to resist.
It's really
I already have too many Wolverines.
But you know what? Listen, if anything, just finish your Astonishing team and then maybe come.
When does it end, though? When does it end?
That's true. The burden, the cross of a collector, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, really cool, exciting things from the Marvel Legends team. So good to see that. Good reveals. Good to see that the line is keeping going. They're not getting canceled like Lightning Collection did. But rip. All right, let's jump over to Star Wars Black Series. We got a couple of Target exclusives here. First up here, we got a Privateer Mandalorian. Man, they are going to crank these out. They're going to call it Privateer 1, Privateer 2, Mercenary this, Mercenary that. $25 Target exclusive. And just another Mando, man. They're getting their use out of that show for sure. And the figure. And
you know me, if you guys know us, like I'm the one that always complains. But guess what? I love this because I love that it's an in-universe repaint. It's just another character, and it's especially with it being an exclusive, you don't have to get it. It's not like it's gonna fill a slot in a case of a wave that comes into your stores. It's only gonna be found at Target. And it's not a gimmick, right? It's not no credit collection crap. It's not no carbonized, which I feel like we haven't had a carbonized release in quite some time, and I think it was because of the debacle that was the Amazon carbonized 2-pack that was the TIE Fighter pilot and the Imperial Guard.
I think that was the last one.
Yeah, and that one is like on clearance for like $36, and it was and they were like charging like 70 or 75 bucks for it when it first came out. And it's like over 50% discount still right now on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I feel like we were kind of getting like a consistent flow of carbonized like every now and then. Yeah. And I feel like it's been a while since I've seen it. So I think, and hopefully it's been canned.
Maybe, and they have been switched over to the holocron, stuff, where it's the clear plastic stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's replaced it. Who knows? Or maybe they're just waiting for the next season of Mando to drop, and then they can do another credit collection.
No, credit collection is still going. Credit collection is still going. I'm talking about carbonized.
Okay.
No, credit collection. I think that one's gonna still go.
All right. But there's the Mandalorian Privateer. Again, just to fill out your ranks of your Mandalorians. You got your Axe Wolves. Next up, though, something that I think is just, I love this. We're getting our R5D4, BD72, and some pit droids. This is just getting some droids out there in a multi-pack, dude. $45 over at Target, exclusive again. But yeah, dude, pit droids and different colorations. I love the droids that we've been getting this year.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know about the price though, because like, okay, R5, like buying an astromech for $25 is already kind of like iffy to me. Like when you pick up baby Anakin, or when you pick up Yoda, or when you pick up any astromech, you're like, what the fudge? I just spent 25 bucks on this. It's already kind of like, it hurts you, but you still buy it. Okay. And now they're lumping in what is supposed to be an accessory to Cal Kestis. Two pit droids for an extra 20. I mean, like, it's not so bad enough that I'm not gonna buy it. It's not like outrageously bad, but it's just like, I don't know. Makes
you stop and think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do love pit droids. So
yeah, pit droids are cool. And that R5 or the R5, he comes with rocket thrusters that you could attach to him. So it is on like get a newer body, right? On the newer droids.
Yeah, those are very beautiful. And also another thing with this too is like, we are all already getting an R5 single release on the new body mold. You know what I'm saying? So like,
true.
It's like, yes, you're getting, I guess, a thrusters with the R5, but you're paying $45 essentially for a repainted BD droid and 2 repainted pit droids, because we've already gotten pit droid.
Yeah.
In the Galaxy's Edge packs.
That's true. With the shoelaces scrum.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I dig it though. I do like that we're just getting more droids out there. We're getting the super battle droid and
I think a way to improve this is because I feel like maybe there's like, R5 is kind of a famous character. Yeah, he was in Mandalorian, and yeah, he was in, A New Hope. But I would just because you're already seeing or releasing it, I would have just like a random repaint of another R5 unit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
I would have appreciated that more than, especially because hot off the heels of his single pack release, it's like, what are we doing here? You're suckering me into buying 2 R5s. Yeah. Just give me a repaint. I'll take the same mold, right? It's the same mold. It's just a different paint of another R5 unit.
Okay. That's Josh's take. All right. Target exclusive though, so if you want it, you know where to pick it up. Next up, hot off the presses here, Yakface giving us some previews here of the Kia di Mundi single release there. So inbox, getting that Kia D, man. Love it. Love that big old forehead where he's got his second heart or second brain. I can't remember.
I think it's the second heart. I think I remember reading that in a book.
yeah, something of that. But yeah, again, just to get Kia D, man, this is cool. Can't wait for the 2-pack with his general, right?
Yeah, with you could do with Captain Neo. That'd be sick.
Yeah. So there we go. Kia D Mundi coming out here soon. All right, let's jump over to Mezco. Mezco did the full reveal for their Spider-Man Miles Morales Across the Spider-Verse. $85, January 2025, so next year. Mainly the reason I'm bringing this up, we already talked about the head sculpt and everything, but just kind of bringing it up just to let you know that it is available. And they also showed off some more pictures that kind of show the articulation of this figure. That was kind of your main issue with this when we first talked about it.
Yeah, just knowing Mezco, they kind of always skimp out on the articulation scheme, and we were saying, for a Spider-Man character, you kind of want the maximum range you can get for a Spider-Man figure, Yeah. And like, it looks like the elbows are bad. Like, it looks like there's not much range there at all.
None of these pictures go past that 90.
Yeah. Because there's double knees, but I think it's a single elbow.
Yeah. I like, again, that's why I wanted to add these. I wanted to see what your take was on it. Because when I looked at them, I'm just like, if it was, if they had that ability to go past that 90, they would have shown it off, I feel like. But it doesn't. Of
course. And I think just with this day and age, like we talked about just recently with the Hasbro team just going off on their articulation schemes.
Yeah.
Other, third-party independent toy companies going off. That this is I just don't tolerate this anymore for Mezco. If they've gotten away with this too long, they gotta even the Four Horsemen Studios are like, dude, let's improve our elbow articulation.
True.
They've done that with the Valiant Knight.
Yeah.
And Mezco's still out here thinking they can get with single jointed. Nah, get out of here.
All right, but here's the full. You getting 4 different head sculpts. I do like the half mask one. I think all sets of hands. Yeah, all sets of hands. You get a comic book, his comic book, which is cool because it'd be cool if they did it. The rest of the figures, then everyone can have their comic book. I do like the spider effect, the spider sense effect piece. That's cool. And that stand there, all sorts of webs, and there you go. That is the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. So, yeah, if you get it, you get it.
Honestly, I don't even like the spider. I feel like it was poorly executed. I feel like I've seen, kind of just not even just random people on the internet make their own. Like out of just like thin sheets of plastic and put it on. Like you've seen those, right? And they're trying to like people sell them sometimes for like other characters. For sure. I feel like it's done way better than this. Like that kind of looks. I feel like you know what it is. I think the spider sense effects, they're not sharp enough. I think they look too rounded on the edges, too rounded in the corners. When I think of a spider sense, it's sharp because it's like a boom. It's a sharp thing, and those look too smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're like almost bubbly.
Yeah, it's like. I think it's a poorly done job on that spider sense effect.
Man, you're roasting Mezco. All those Mezco's boys is gonna come.
Well, no, yeah, I just think about it, like because I seen like.
No, I agree. And they have done
not
a better
even people,
one.
Not even companies, just literally a person in his basement make better than this.
Yeah, I mean, their classic Spider-Man came with a better spider sense effect. It was that clear plastic that had the black lines. I don't know.
Yeah, that one was good. That was good.
So there's Mezco. Let's jump over to SH Figure Arts. We are getting Super Android 17 from Dragon Ball GT. And this guy Android 17 is looking really good. I don't know what it is about it, but I feel like the silhouette of him and the way the articulation is working on him, the tooling on him, really keeps the sculpt. Like the silhouette is perfect, even when posing him. I don't know. It looks good.
Yeah, he's just like definitely way more elongated than like any human Dragon Ball Z character. And I think that's the GT look. And he's definitely got bigger eyebrow ridge. In GT, I feel like they increased their Pro Magnums groove on everybody, even androids.
Yeah. Honestly, now that you say that elongated look, it kind of reminds me of Fist of the North Star. I've seen that anime, but it's a little bit of an older one. But yeah, he comes with an Electro Eclipse Bomb, which looks like a cool effect. I love the translucency
that looks amazing, executed perfectly. Like that thing looks crazy good.
Yeah, the Electro Eclipse Bomb looks really, really good. Here is just more posing. Something, especially in the hips, man. I'm so happy that silhouette stays.
I think it's just like that he's skinnier and longer, and sometimes like I feel like that's more appealing to the eye, just in general.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying, where like the look is just so different from other Dragon Ball characters. Because if you look at like any Dragon Ball character you have, they're a little bit more bulkier because they're ripped,
baggier clothes.
Whereas this guy's he's like skinnier and leaner.
Yeah, I think he looks great. It is a premium Bandai exclusive, so it comes with that all that caveat, but it also has extra pieces here. You're getting a Dragon Fist effect part, that kind of the Shenron back there, the golden one, and a Goku head for the GT Goku.
And I mean, guys, hey, if anything was gonna be P Bandai, at least it's something from GT. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like if anything. So I think it's the right choice. It's the right choice.
Fair enough. But yeah, man. Gorgeous. Oh, some of his hair pieces are also articulated. There's some articulation. I think probably the ones coming forward. I don't think the ones on the top of his face, but there is some articulation.
Gotcha.
Maybe
I feel like
pieces. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder. Hopefully, it's not the front pieces because that'd be too dangerous. But I feel like that's a new thing that they've been doing. I don't think I've ever remember a figure from Dragon Ball have like articulated hair.
So cool. Android 17 there, Super Android 17. Next up from Bleach, SH Figure are picking up all them licenses. We're getting Ichigo.
Yeah, this is specifically from like the new anime, and the new anime, man, the animation off the chain, man. Because so there's like Bleach, and then there's Bleach like New Blood, and so it's continuing the story, right? And one thing I love about Bleach compared to like what Naruto and Dragon Ball did, because what Dragon Ball and Naruto did, well, actually no, just Naruto kind of failed us in this regard, where they handed it off to the sun, and then our beloved characters kind of became the background characters, where like Dragon Ball and Bleach, it's still about Goku, it's still about Ichigo. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
And I like that. Like in Bleach's new anime, it's still about Ichigo. Like he's still the protagonist.
Okay. Tell me how you really feel about Burrito.
Yeah, honestly, guys, that one, and honestly, the animation, I don't know how, but it kind of went down. A really good look by Ichigo. This is from like the Blood War new anime series, and hopefully, because they're kind of doing this because like the hype of the anime, right? It's like they're on their second season, and so hopefully though they can go back and give us kind of the original looks, because it does vary. The costumes vary a lot. I mean, they're all nice designs, but we also want the original Ichigo. Yeah.
One thing though that I did notice, and maybe it doesn't work for Ichigo here, but they went back to the hard plastic. There's no soft goods on this one. I'm not sure if that's like they're not willing to put it with the bleach line just yet, or maybe they'll get them later on. But just notice that.
I think it also depends on maybe the size of the pieces. I don't know what goes into that, but I think it's fine because it's cutting and you're able to still articulate everything.
Yeah, it's really like softer plastic. Like he can get pretty spread out in some of these shots. Yeah. Look at that one. Like it's almost horizontal.
Yeah, and honestly, sometimes there's pros and cons to hard plastic and the soft goods because like I feel like it's posing really well and you get that nice clean edge. Yeah. Whereas like it's not so goopy,
Another shout out, big baggy pants, getting articulated very well. Do you even notice
they're pros at that by now.
Yeah, they're getting good at it. But there's Ichigo from SH Figure Arts. For sure. All right, another little teaser. This is more robot spirits. This is more for me. Sorry, I know not everyone's interested in this, but we're getting some Armored Core robots. Armored Core fires a Rubicon. 6 there. It's kind of like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Yeah. Well, imagine a game that's just robots, but that type of game from software game. It's cool. It's funny.
Are they going to be model kits or are they going to be figures?
No, this is robot spirits, so it's going to be figures.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, sometimes they're little, like because they do the Evangelion robot spirits. Yeah, those ones are kind of little sometimes. I bet they'll probably be the same.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. I'm excited though, just to get some Armored Core figures out there. I think that's just so cool. All right, let's jump over to Storm Collectibles, and they're back at it again, dude. Back at it again with some obscure fighting game. This time they're coming from Fighting EX Layer. And what this character is Skullomania. Big Bad Torso exclusive, of course, being Storm Collectibles, $63.99 with a fourth quarter of this year. But Skullomania from Fighting EX Layer.
Man, that licensing fee must have been dirt cheap. Because $63 for a Storm Collectible figure, that's really cheap. Storm Collectibles, bare minimum are $80. Go 100, 110 usually. 63 is not your average Storm Collectible price. That's like really low. And I'm actually super interested in this just to get it for, I feel like it could work really well with your like putty soldiers or just work as like a lightning collection villain,
Yeah.
It looks good. Like could be like a boss, like the leader of the putties,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, kind of cool. I watched actually from this, I went and looked up what the heck is Fighting EX Layer. Apparently it's like some Street Fighter EX spin-off that became its own thing. And this guy in particular, he's like more of like a goofy guy. Like he does like goofy moves, like this move right here. He'll just run like that with his fist straight out and try to just run at people. So it's
a lightning collection villain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that fits really, really well with it. He also, of course, hits that dab for you. Bing bong. Yeah, cool. Again, I don't know what fighting game they'll pick up next, but
we've been saying that Soul Calibur, man. They're willing to do Fighting Layer EX, man. Dude. Come on.
If they did Soul Calibur, I'm here for it.
Because they have the big dogs already. They have like Mortal Kombat, Tekken. Those are like the big
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Those are the big four is that. Tekken, Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's true. Pick up that more. Pick up the Soul Calibur, man. Pick it up, Storm. I'm here for it, please. Yeah,
but $63, guys. If you haven't bought a Storm collectible before, this might be the one. $63.
Yeah, not bad at all. There's Skullomania, and it articulates beautifully. Yeah, it's gonna be a Storm collectibles figure. You're not going to miss out on it. 2 different expressions, all sorts of hands. All right.
Yeah, no effects probably because that's why it's probably cheaper too. No effects.
True. I don't think he has like
exactly
effects at least from what I saw.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah.
It's more of a brawler. Let's jump over to Mfix. They're giving us another teaser, just kind of like that John Wicky teaser. They're giving us their next teaser. You ready for this, Josh? I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly. We got
SpiderMan.
We got Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man from No Way Home. Cool thing too is that they're showing off. If you look at the very top right of that picture, you can see some skin tone. So it's gonna be, unmasked head, and I can't wait to see that Tobey Maguire face sculpt, dude, from Mfix.
From Mfix, yeah. And I hate to say it, guys, but I have some terrible experiences with Mfix, like quality control issues. Yeah, and it's just happened too many times where I'm like, I need to know in the comments below, guys, if you've purchased Mfix, like, what are you guys experiencing? Because I'm just getting like loose joints, things that don't even function. Like, I just opened up my Mfix Huntress from SpiderMan.
Yeah.
And her wrist pegs don't stay on both sides. And like, it's not the first time. Yes, I have. And it's not the first time this happened to me. I've gotten like the Jim Lee Cyclops, the ball joint just popped off. Like, these guys are like just like Jazzwares. Like something, and it's not just me. I've seen other collectors as well. They just have some QC issues, like where like Figuarts and Figma. I don't think I've ever in my life.
Figma's another level. Figma, like their quality control is insane though. So, but yeah, okay. Figuarts
like
as
never
well.
in my life have I gotten, and I expect that because I'm paying such a high price point for like Figuarts, Figma, and Mfix. And man, I don't know, guys. I need to know: are we still with Mfix or not? And I just think at such a high price point, which this is gonna be because it's Marvel Spider-Man, it's gonna be triple digits, man. And
I don't know.
I will still get it. I'm still gonna get it because the Figuarts one, the waist joints on that were the ugliest things you ever seen on the Figuarts version. So, man, but they just gotta fix their QC issues.
I'll kind of speak to my experience with Mfix. I have not had any issues. My Ava, she's beautiful, poses really well.
But like, how many Mfixes do you have? That's the other question. You know what I'm saying?
I have my Scarlet Spider.
That's two?
Beautiful, yeah.
See, that's not enough. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be a little bit more than that. And it just shouldn't happen because these are $100 figures.
I agree.
Mfixes are $100 figures, and it's like,
I agree.
Even the Avas though, the Avas are actually pretty loose as well. Like after you pose them, just the weight of them is off.
Mine's butter, dude.
That's what I'm saying. They're too buttery to where after you play with them, they start drooping. It's not enough.
Okay.
But yeah,
those are earlier figures too. But the Huntress and that should be a newer figure. It's a more recent
Jim Lee Cyclops is pretty old, but yeah, the Huntress was recent.
Huntress is a more recent figure. Yeah, interesting. All right, but yeah, Tobey Maguire, Mfix coming out soon. We'll get full reveals there for you. Let's jump over to Haya. Haya's giving us another Star Trek figure from J.J. Abrams. We're getting the Doc here. I love this dude. We're getting Mr. McCoy here. It's their Exquisite Super Series. I finally kind of figured out the terminology Haya uses, but mainly what I'm going to be looking into is the Exquisite Super Series. That's their 1/12 scale, the soft goods and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, McCoy, not bad. Carl Urban, I see him in there.
I don't. I think they absolutely bombed this. This is so sad because I feel like every time I've been singing the highest praises just for their work.
Yeah. This
is a terrible head sculpt. Just an abomination. I do not see Carl Urban. I see some random person. I don't know who that is. Like, I'm gonna get this and then I'm gonna seek out third-party heads because this guy. Like, guys, let us know in the comments. Do you see like John C's Carl Urban?
I see him right
McCoy?
here.
Or do you guys see your neighbor? This is my freaking neighbor on the across the street. I don't know what happened here, Haya, but. And they've been doing so well because I feel like the Captain Kirk, Chris Pine was out of this world. The last week's with Daryl was so phenomenal. Like
Daryl's head sculpt was insane. Yeah.
This thing, that's not Hank McCoy. That's just not. You know what? And like look at like when Mfix. Look like when Mfix did their Butcher for the boys figure. That is Carl Urban when they did that figure. Something about this man. It's really off. Like I don't even see even like 10% of it. Like it's not even like 10% good. For me, it's like 0%. That's not. I don't see any Carl Urban.
Yeah. I don't know. In the scowling faces, I see him in the scowling. Here's everything you're getting here. That's soft goods as well. I also just want to take a quick break and give a shout out to Haya. D Amazing recently got their Rambo 2, Rambo 3 figures from Haya. And one really cool thing, and I don't know, I'm not too familiar. Like I don't have a lot of figures like Mezco figures that have the soft goods. But Rambo's jacket, the way it closes is through magnets. It's a magnetic jacket closing. So it fits. You don't have to worry about like any Velcro or anything like that or like sit it right. It will literally lock up on the seam with magnets in it. It looked really good, dude.
Yeah, that's definitely a new thing. I'll have to check that out because previously, like you mentioned, it's either Velcro or they actually do functional zippers, which are kind of cool. But yeah, I've never seen a magnet done before. That's cool. That's interesting.
It actually made me pre-order the Rambo figure. I was like, I need to check that out. All right, let's take it around the net, friends. ATN over at Rebel Tech. They're dropping an amazing Yamaguchi Chaka.
Phenomenal, man. Absolutely phenomenal. And I just love because I've been collecting the My Hero Academia Figma line and then kind of picking up every now and then the amazing Yamaguchi to kind of mix and match. And the Figma Ochaka I've been searching, hunting, like on eBay, they just goes up to $150 every time. Like the secondary market on the Figma Ochaka has just been insane. And so to finally almost like get like, it's not a reissue, but it's from another company to kind of fill that hole. And it's going to be cheaper than $150. So everyone's going to hop on this.
Yeah. Here's Josh's desktop wallpaper.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this figure looks great. Everything you could want. They're all the different expressions, the power-ups with her suit as well, so where she can, transfer that ability over. Yeah, and they crushed it on the face sculpts, man. I think they did a really, really good job on those. And yeah.
And then they just articulate better than Figmas. Figmas are going to have a cleaner look, but these amazing Yamaguchis are just, their articulation is nobody compares to the articulation wise to anybody. These guys are the top dogs. Yeah. And also one thing to note, I love that we're finally getting a female from this line because previously all the other figures in this line have all been male. And Revo Tech kind of, they don't do very many females. And so it gives us hope that maybe we're going to get a Froppy down the line.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Or what's the Psycho girl's name?
I can't remember.
The villain girl. I can't remember her name.
Yeah. Himiko.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Especially because like they've released Dabi and Shigaraki. And so we need Himiko, to finish that big three villain,
Yeah, the big three villains. And then lastly, I believe, I don't read Japanese. If you do, let us know what this says down below in the comments. This, I'm assuming, is an event exclusive or potentially an exclusive, your web store or something like that. Head sculpt, give her that.
Yeah, okay, we don't need that. It's Toga. I just remember her name's Toga. Yeah,
okay.
Toga. Okay. Yeah, that's who we need. Next, for sure. I bet you anything that's the next release, just because Shigi and Dabi have just been released.
Okay, yeah, so trying to get more villains to get them against. But yeah, just an extra head sculpt there. Wherever you can find it, let us know what that Japanese says there. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, but that will go ahead and wrap up our show this week, friends. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Collecting Brothers. We are now at the end of our show. We like to do our pick of the weeks this week, and you guys can play along as well. Let us know down below your pick of the week, what you thought was the standout from this week, what you liked. Yeah, Josh, what are you thinking? What is your pick? I'll give it to you.
Man, I was hating this week.
You did have a lot of gripes. You did have a lot of gripes.
I was hating this week. So pick of the week got to be the Hank McCoy Hayato. Just get it out of your mind. Worst figure of the week. No.
Oh man, poor McCoy.
I usually go third parties, but I gotta say, the Legends team killed it for me. Like I think they all had solid. Like every single figure was nice. Even if it wasn't my favorite, it was nice. And I gotta go with that astonishing Wolverine.
Oh,
I don't know. I like the look of
Wolverine.
That. Yeah, I love.
Okay,
that
it's
especially
again.
One thing I love about it is the face sculpt. Like.
Yeah,
I like when Hasbro kind of did. It kind of reminds me when they did like the Rebels Black Series figures because they had to interpret an animated thing and try to make it realistic.
Yeah,
and we got these like really unique looks. Like, and what's cool about them is they didn't have to be perfect because they were based off animated things. As long as there was the essence there, it was fine. And I feel like the same thing here, where they kind of went a little bit more realistic on the sculpts because kind of that comic is more of a modern comic and it's kind of more highly detailed than other X-Men comics.
Distinct art style, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like they translated it, I feel like, very well.
I agree. The mutton chops are perfect on him. The facial features on him are just incredible. But I'm actually going to have to go with you, Josh. I'm going to shout out the Marvel Legends team as well with that Warbird, that Carol Danvers, dude. To get that level articulation in a female body, we need it. And so excited to see what the future holds for that body. So and she's just so perfect in that classic outfit from Miss Marvel, dude. So
Yeah.
shout out Marvel Legends team.
Shout out Marvel Legends team, man. When they take it, they take it. And usually
They show up.
They haven't been showing up lately, but they showed up.
Yeah. No, they did a really great job there. All right, friends, leave a comment down below of your pick of the week. Again, thank you for all your support. Oh, there was one more thing we wanted to talk about. We'll have to maybe save it for next week, but the AWOC Kickstarter had ended, and shout out to everyone over there. Congratulations on the successful Kickstarter. Can't wait. We'll see what else you guys do.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good run. We got all the birds. Sad we didn't get Brutox or any of the big boys, but I think it was a good run.
No, I think they did a great job. I think AWOC did a really, really great job. And like the last couple of seconds, like where they unlocked the avian head and the avian weapons and heads, just as a thank you. And we got not to Brutox, but we did get to scathing and all those extra stuff. But Jason did say that with the backer kit, they should get around 80,000 more, is what he said last time is what they got. So he said that comfortably unlocks Mamba for everybody. So if you did get you back this,
even one figure,
even one figure, get that backer kit. Look for that backer kit. Mamba will be available as an add-on. So,
okay, but then does that mean like if enough people get Mamba and Brutox, can we get a Zwar or not?
No, Zwar and Vitios will have to come later. Jason did say they will come. They will still come. Just be a late.
Maybe Kickstarter 3.
No. Remember, Jason said no more Kickstarters. He said that he feels healthy with this.
No more.
He said he feels healthy with the library of figures that he has, the bucks that he has, that he can just slowly release figures in between.
Oh, gotcha.
The Kickstarter figures being released is what he said.
Mm-hmm. And there's still one more Kickstarter going on, the Galactic Valor. If you haven't
Galactic Valor,
we did 2 videos on that. We interviewed the creator James and just kind of did a full breakdown. So that's still got a couple days left. Definitely go check those videos out if you're interested.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know and leave any comments, any questions you have down in the comments as well. So again, shout out to those teams over at Spiro. Shout out Jason, Adam, Brick, Utama, the artist of the comic book. He seems like a cool dude. But all right, well, thank you, friends. We'll go ahead and sign off. As always, friends, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.
You